President.
The senator from New Hampshire.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know this comes as no surprise to you, but today is Valentine's Day. Today, millions of Americans are buying flowers and candy for their loved ones to celebrate Valentine's Day. This is an important day for American businesses, especially candy manufacturers. Consumers will purchase over 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolates for Valentine's Day. But unfortunately, the price that American candy manufacturers must pay for this sugar leaves a very bitter taste in their mouths. Why, you ask? Well, because these companies face artificially high prices for sugar, about twice the world average. That's because there is an outdated and unnecessary government program that keeps sugar prices significantly higher than they should be. It's programs like these sugar subsidies that reflect people's frustration with what's going on here in Washington. Because the sugar program, like too many other subsidies, protects special interests at the expense of regular businesses and consumers. That's why I joined with Senator Mark Kirk on Valentine's Day last year to encourage our colleagues to join us in supporting our Bipartisan Sugar Act. The Sugar Act would phase out the U.S. sugar program, which costs businesses and consumers about $4 billion a year. This is a big concern for us in New Hampshire, where we are the American home of Lindt chocolate, as well as a number of other smaller candy companies that use a lot of sugar. I know it's a concern for the president, who has Hershey's chocolate in his home state of Pennsylvania. It's a big concern for Illinois, where Senator Kirk is from, because they have so many candy companies. And this legislation isn't about Democrats or Republicans. This legislation is about ending a bad deal for businesses and consumers. Senator Kirk and I sponsored this legislation because we need to end the sweetheart deal for the sugar industry. There is simply no reason to continue a program that makes candy makers, bakers, and other food manufacturers in our states pay double the world average price for sugar. One of the other fallouts from these high sugar prices is that it costs jobs. For every one job that we save in the sugar industry because of these subsidies, we're losing 3 manufacturing jobs. Today, as we celebrate Valentine's Day, my thoughts are with Senator Kirk, who continues to recover from a serious illness. And while Senator Kirk couldn't be with us here this Valentine's Day, I do wish him well, and I look forward to his speedy return to the Senate. I know that he's focused on getting better so that he's going to be able to get back here to work for his constituents from Illinois. It's been my pleasure to work with Senator Kirk on this bipartisan legislation. I look forward to our continued work in the future on the Sugar Act and on other matters that help our constituents in New Hampshire and Illinois. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I note the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka.